welcome to the first round of our tutorial with Edmodo. Okay, this is the learning management system that I use most exclusively in my class, mainly because when I first started using it, we didn't have Moodle, we didn't have Blackboard, we didn't have a district-wide learning management system that everybody adopted to, that the school district actually had us use. So I went out, saw a couple people were using this in the school district, decided that I was going to use it myself. So with that said, it's free to use. Okay, it's free to sign up. Okay, if you're just getting started as a teacher, you'd click here. You go under free account. Well, first you'd go to www.edmodo.com. Okay, and then you click on I am a teacher. Okay, to get set up with your account. Okay, so that's going to take you to another page, okay, where you have to go and sign up for free. Okay, and then you have to verify that you're a teacher with the system in order to get it working. Okay, so I already have an account. Okay, and once you get set up with that, it's fairly easy to get your classes started. Okay, so you could sign up with just putting your email in. You could go the Google route by clicking on continue with Google. If we were to do that, let's click on that and see where that brings us. You could then go ahead and select one of your accounts. Okay, this is one of my former accounts. Okay, I'm just going to click back. And then you could go ahead and proceed with the sign up requirements for that. Okay, so I'm just going to go back to the regular page and I'm going to sign into my account. Okay, and I'm just going to show you, once you're set up, how to create a group for your class. Okay, so as it loads up, okay, the first thing you see when this pops up is you'll see any announcements that you posted on here. Okay, you may see some things that your students have posted. Okay, or you'll see posts from other teachers. One of the big reasons I really like Edmodo is because not only is it a learning management system, but there's a whole social networking aspect attached to it where you could connect with other educators, share things in groups with just teachers, and it really makes life a lot easier when you're looking for a potential assignment or you have a question. There's a lot of teachers out there willing to respond and help. I've used that to find a lot of the stuff that I've used in my classes. So it's one of the reasons that even though I use Google Classroom for a lot of stuff now, that I'll continue to use Edmodo, mainly for the for two reasons. One is the social media aspect, and two is for administering quizzes and tests. Very easy to do on here. Okay, so in this one, we're just going to scroll down, and okay, you see here, I have several groups. I have some teacher groups that I'm part of. Okay, and I also have some classes, okay, that I created as groups. Okay, so first thing we're going to do here is scroll down and show you how to create a group. Okay, so if you want to make a class, okay, you'd go down to, on the left-hand side, you go down to the taskbar and click Create a Group. Okay, for this, we'll just put Edmodo as an example. Put Edmodo Training. Okay, you'd select your grade range, or you select your grade or range. Okay, so I'm a high school teacher, so you go down here. I'm going to select 9 through 12. I'll make sure you're not doing higher ed if you're a high school teacher either. There we go, 9 through 12. Okay, you can pick your subject area. I'll just choose computer tech. Okay, and then you could say, is this group used primarily for students, okay, or teachers? If you want to create a class for your students, okay, you'd bubble in students, okay, and then you could give it a color. Okay, this is the banner that's going to show up at the top, and also the color that shows up on the side. Okay, so right now I'm going to click here, and I'll just do yellow, just so it sticks out for us, and I'll click Create. Okay, and then right here, okay, it enables you to share your group code, okay, with other teachers. If you're co-teaching with somebody else, you could share it with students. Okay? And you could use a printable handout to give to your students. That way it makes things seamless and easy when they're signing up. Oh, it saves so much time. Instead of you standing in front of the room and telling them click here, click there. Okay, some of the more self-reliant students could take the handout and just fly with it. Okay, so that's what I like to do. You can send email invites. You could have them just go in, tell them to create the account manually, and give them the group code. Okay, or you go with the printable handout. So I'm just going to click on that handout just to show you what it looks like. Okay, and there it is. It even has my mug up there. Okay, so that's my profile picture. It puts the group code at the top. Okay, and it goes through a simple process as to how to get into the class. Okay, so this is assuming that your students already have an account set up. So if they have Edmodo for other classes, they'd just go to Edmodo, they'd sign in. Okay, they'd click the Join Group tab at the top and type that in. So if I go back here and I go back out to, I'm going to log out and go back into the sign-in screen, you'll see. Oh, maybe I'll just type in edmodo.com again to go back to that original screen we were at. Okay, and there's the join group button, so you'd click there in order to join our group. Okay, I would just highlight that, copy it, put in here, okay, and then click join, and it's going to bring you right to the group. Okay, for your students, if this is brand new for students as well, okay, you're going to have your students come back to the screen and click I am a student. Okay, and this is after you create the class too. And they could create it with a Google account, they could create it with a new Edmodo account. You don't need an email in order to create one, which is cool. Okay, so they would put in their names. Okay, I'm just making a name up. Okay, they take that same code from here. Okay, and I'm gonna sign up real quick just to show you how easy it is. Okay, and then and it'll tell you too, okay, if they're to put a username in, and I always tell them to make it school appropriate. Okay, but if it's something that's available, it'll pop right up for you. Okay, if it's something that's not available, John James. Let's see if that one's available. Oh, that's okay, that's taken, so it'll tell you okay, if it's available or not. You don't have to put an email. I won't. Okay, and then I'll create a password. Sign up for free, and I'm just going to show you what it looks like from the student point of view. Okay, so once we're in there, okay, you could give them their parents' email address or phone number so they could have contact as well, and they could see it from a parents page. Okay, so we won't do that. Okay, depending on the class, sometimes I have students do this. Some parents like to see it, so I might just have them do it by a per student basis. But there is our class. Okay, this is what it looks like from the student end. Okay, so we don't have anything in there, but this is how the class looks in the beginning when you don't have anything set up, and this is what it looks like from the student view. Okay, and we just showed you a very simple, quick tutorial how to sign yourself up, how to sign your students up, and then how to create a group for your class, and then lastly, how to get your students enrolled.